It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV.
Whoop, whoop.
There it is.
It's coming.
It's coming. Delayed reaction.
I was getting my mics and I had to kind of move things back around. So we're good.
It's good.
We're good.
It's
Thursday.
All good
in the hood.
And I got him. It was my turn.
You didn't get me.
I got him.
It'll take a lot more than that.
I'll remember that. I'll think of something special.
And now it's on, right?
Now it's on. It's July 7th. We are enjoying this beautiful morning.
We are.
It looks like later on in the weather, it looks like there's some heavy stuff going on in northern Missouri and southern Iowa. So more on that later. But
we may get something. Well,
it's going across. When I went to refresh it, I mean it looks hairy.
Hairy.
You remember?
That's yes, and I remember Boom Boom and what were some of the other. We need to come up with words of the day.
It was Harry and Boom Boom. So
people need to send us words of the day that he has to use throughout the show.
Yeah, I could do that.
Use it as many times as you can throughout the opening.
That would be funny. If you're watching on Facebook, comment on there.
Yeah, give us words of the day, the ways that we've got to incorporate words throughout the opening.
And we'll have to use it on the next show. It's hard for us to, sit. I guess we could scroll on Facebook while we're supposed to.
Hold on real quick. We're gonna...
Right?
Hey, we already got one. No,
I mean, it is live, so you never know.
You never know.
Right?
That is true.
We like to start the morning show off with Roller Funeral Home's morning prayer. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee. If you're looking, if somebody passes away, we appreciate them for being there in our time of need when we lose a loved one. So with that, I'll do a morning prayer. Dear Lord, just watch over us in this extreme heat that we're having. 100-degree days is nothing to joke about. It's very hot outside, and there's a lot of people that don't have a place to go. We ask you to find them, help them in any way you can. That's usually with people that do that job with homeless shelters, and if you can just touch them on the shoulder, let them know they're doing a great job, and watch over us during this extreme heat. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Like I said, if you need pre-need service, give them a call, 870-425-2161. It's always good to have a plan in place because it's a very difficult time when you lose a loved one.
Yes.
And sometimes it is at the, I don't want to say spur of the moment, but
a lot of times it can be.
You just never know.
Yeah, it can jump up and surprise. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right, and I could walk out of here and today's my last day. You don't know. So it's good to have a plan in place. What?
No, nothing.
Wow. And Carla and I have spoke about it. I mean, we know what our plan is. Now, we haven't said anything with a funeral home. We probably should, but mine is just to be cremated. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's...
Mine would probably take half the show to explain.
Okay, yes. We better move on then. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. And now we will take a break and watch a commercial from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Be right back.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Call Bob and Linda Zadora at the Z Team. Don't be caught in that situation, right?
I agree, 110%.
870-405-0793. 98% satisfaction rate. And they do that because of their commitment to excellence. That is amazing. Yes. They're going to watch out for you before, during, and after the sale. They're easy to get a hold of, and they have a whole team. So, if somebody's busy, you can get a hold of the other one to have an answer, a question answered. And that's what makes it so great, is to have a whole team behind you instead of just one. You know what I mean?
It doesn't cost any more to have a whole team.
Exactly. It doesn't, does it?
Nope.
Nope.
It's going to cost you the same when you're looking at a house and stuff like that. What you're paying, whether you got one person that's trying to do whatever, you got a whole team supporting you. So you might as well have a team behind you.
Might as well have a team.
Yep.
All right. With that, let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Oh, look at that. It's all beautiful.
That is.
They're in Marion County looking into Baxter County, and I'm jelly of their view. But
we got a couple boats on the left side.
Oh, very nice.
It's kind of hard to see on the TV. I don't have a zoomed in on them yet. But
Not yet.
If one pops in the screen, I'll let you know.
There you go. We got a little bit of smoke
on the water.
Oh, yeah. That's Cotter, Arkansas. Off in the distance to the right is us in Mountain Home, Arkansas. In the center will be Scooter Mountain in Missouri. And to the left is Bull Shoals. You got the Rainbow Bridge down there at the bottom. This is a beautiful shot you can go to retiredtoarkansas.net and find. There's also cameras that zoom in and look. Did you see him? Oh, he's almost there.
He's coming.
Or she. It could be. And so give it just... okay, it's taking longer than I thought it would.
Maybe they turned around and said, okay, we're done.
Right.
Nope.
There they are.
There they are.
And they are getting it. And that water is getting it, so I hope they're wearing their life jackets. And they probably are. You see most fishermen and women, fishermen. I don't even know with the world today. What do you say? You know what
Fisher
I'm saying?
Person.
I'm saying fishermen. It could go both ways, right?
There you go.
And so with that, they're gone in the fog.
Bye.
That's pretty cool, though. I love how the shots will zoom in and let you see more of than the wider shot.
Yes.
You can see close on the water. Look at that.
We're gonna follow that boat.
There it goes. That's cool, though. Look at how far it zooms in.
And that's beautiful this morning.
The one that shoots into Missouri is even, I mean, we're talking 10, 12 miles that thing is zooming in, because it gets a shot of that Scooter Mountain, a.k.a. we don't know the name. Right?
Bob's trying to figure it out. He thinks he may have a name for it, but he's not 100%. So,
we still don't know.
We'll leave it at Scooter Mountain.
That Scooter Mountain. I like Scooter Mountain. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net and find this shot of the White River, and also their listings. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, the MLS listings are on there also. They can help you with those. They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, so if you're looking pretty much in northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, give them a call, 870-405-0793. There are realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And look, that's 2 boats, isn't it?
Yep.
Now a 3rd boat.
No,
Whoa, 4 or 5 boats. Somebody's found the fishy hole, and the other ones are pulling up saying, "Are you catching any fish?" Well, I ain't gonna tell you if I am. Right? Beautiful shot.
You understand how this works.
I know, right? You can't tell anybody your fishy hole. Then it won't be your fishy hole no more. It'll be theirs.
It'll be everybody's fishy hole.
It'll be everybody's fishy hole. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net. Find this beautiful shot. Find their listings. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, Bob and Linda Zadora is exactly the team you need. With that, let's take a look at our weather. I'm going to refresh this before we click over. So just show the shot. Show the shot. There you go. Keep on. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm following you.
In Mountain Home at 77, Harrison 77, Batesville 81 already.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yellville 76, Marshall 72, Salem 76. Excuse me. Mountain View 72, Calico Rock 77, West Plains 76, Springfield 77, Poplar Bluff 77, St. Louis, Missouri 76. Buddy, when it's already 81,
yeah,
you know it's going to be hot.
You know it's going to be a rough one.
709. And there's the activity I was talking about in northern Missouri, southern Iowa. Look at that. That is some heavy showers and thunderstorms. It's got my little radar map there on there now. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. The rest of the country looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and zoom into that. So this is later on in the day, what we're passing noon hour to 1. It looks like it starts to break up, but right now Well, it's 6 a.m., and then when it crosses into 7 a.m., look at this thing. So take cover if you're in northern Missouri, southern Iowa. Look at that's incredible. That's a huge storm when it's crossing the whole top of a state, right?
Oof.
Yeah.
We could use some rain, but not like that.
No, not like that. I'll take some showers, but not.
I'll take the green, not the red.
Exactly. And over the cross of northern Arkansas, southern Missouri is pretty clear. And with that, we do have heat advisories. Of course, it stops at the state line for excessive heat warning. And then you've got this little white area. So I'm not sure. They must be...
A little cool patch.
They got a little cool patch in that area. And we're just above it. And we're just below the excessive heat warning. So, I mean, we have a heat advisory.
We're kind of in the middle. What are you complaining about? I mean, that's middle ground.
I'm just saying, it's just weird.
It could be worse.
So, hydrate, stay out of the heat as long as possible. If you work outside, I feel for you. I really do. But take breaks. Get in an air-conditioned truck. Go inside a building. I mean, there's that day I was mowing, and you called me, and I just kept on. I should have been taking breaks, and I learned from that. Take breaks. You can stop.
My son texted me yesterday afternoon, hey, when are you going to be home? We going to mow? I'm like, no.
No. I wouldn't either.
It's too hot for me. I can't handle that.
Right. 7-day forecast. Today, heat advisory. It's hot, high of 101. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 78. Friday, it looks like our chance of rain is starting to lower. 20% chance. High of 102.
Ooh.
Whew. Friday night, slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%, low of 73. Saturday, sunny, then a chance of thunderstorms, 30%, high of 94. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 69. Sunday, sunny, high of 94. Sunday night, clear, low of 69. Monday, hot, high of 98.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't even want to reflect.
Hey, tree pollen's back.
Tree pollen's back. It's low today. Grass pollen today is moderate. We'll just go with today's because they keep changing. Norfolk Lake water level is at 565.96. Level is 13.96 feet above full pull. They are generating 1. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 678.63. Level is 19.63 above full pull, and it is generating 8 and has been and will be forever. All right, that's a look at your weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. We sure do appreciate them sponsoring the weather, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
We appreciate everything they do. They do a lot for the community, too.
Yes,
and
they do a lot.
They're amazing. Amazing people.
Definitely. With that, we'll take a break.
Be right back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, and there's an update to the Tracy Ferry Marina fire.
Oh, has there?
Yep, more details have been released about what caused a fire Sunday night that damaged approximately 26 boats and a dock at Tracy Ferry Marina on Norfolk Lake. According to the incident report, the boat owner told Baxter County Sheriff's deputies as he and his family were getting the running lights connected and working on the boat. The motor was running when it suddenly exploded and burst into flames. The owner says the fire was present in the back half of the boat. The family evacuated to a safe area and called 911. The owner states 2 men came with fire extinguishers but did not succeed at putting out the fire. One person who was not identified sustained burn injuries to the back of the head and neck and was transported to Baxter Regional Medical Center. According to the Tracy Area Fire Chief Ton Bensman, fire personnel were dispatched around 9 Sunday evening to one of 9 docks at the marina. Crews were on the scene for nearly 3.5 hours. So it was a boat motor.
Yeah, I heard it was boat motor, but man, that's rough.
I know, right? And for them too. I mean, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't totally an accident. And now they're going to go through a lot of headache with their insurance covering all that.
I agree.
Yeah. And in other news, burn ban, not for Baxter County, but for surrounding counties. And it just makes you think, just be cautious here in Baxter County. But we have a burn ban in Marion, Searcy, Fulton, Izzard, Stone, and the city in Salesville. I wouldn't think it would be long.
No, if they have an issue, they will be. As long as we don't get any of this rain, but I don't think we're going to get any.
Right. But our judge, Mickey Pendergrass, he said there was 2 important factors he has to consider before issuing a burn ban in Baxter County, including the impact it could have to the local economy. So the Baxter County judge says another factor to consider when issuing a burn ban is how that affects the Baxter County Sheriff's Office. Pendergrass says folks need to use common sense when conditions are dry, as they are currently in the Twin Lakes area. And that's true. Just if where you're going to burn feels a little dry, wet it around it real good. That's what I do whenever I have right now not really leaves, but if I am going to be burning something, wherever I'm going to burn, I wet it really good, about 2 feet around it. And I mean really good, like it's sopping wet. And then just stand there and watch it. Don't leave while it's burning.
Yep.
Right?
Watch the embers. Make sure they're not catching somewhere else.
Exactly, because you don't want that to happen. So they have, excuse me, they have, Salesville, Stone. A burn ban prohibits residents in an unincorporated area of a county from doing any burning. Anyone caught burning while a burn ban is in effect can be fined or sentenced to jail time. Each county has their own ordinance. In Baxter County, the fine can be up to $500 for the first offense and up to $1,000 for each subsequent offense. Now, the judge has the county, but it goes by the mayor in the city, and it doesn't say whether or not the mayor has said anything in the city. Do you know?
Gotcha. I don't know.
Yeah, so it might be good to check on that if you're looking to burn in the city. And in city news, the Mountain Home City Council meets Thursday, today, at 6 o'clock to discuss the budget adjustments. So that's always good. And I think that's good for community news. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with the Baxter County Sheriff, John Montgomery.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
And welcome to the morning show here on XL7. Oh, that's your line. Sorry,
me?
I'm sorry.
That
That was your
I
line.
would like to see this happen.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing great.
We appreciate you
Doing
coming
great.
on. And thanks for doing that. We'll do that each commercial.
There you go.
You can come back and say, welcome back to the morning show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Yes. Very good. It looks like you had a busy 4th of July weekend. And so let me go over some of this.
Bring it up on the screen.
Let's see, activity summary for the period of June 30th through July 1st as follows. Complaints and calls, 123. Traffic citations, 12. Criminal misdemeanor citations, 5. Traffic warnings issued, 35. 37 persons booked in the Baxter County Detention Center from all law enforcement agencies for various misdemeanor and felony charges, including 7 who had charges of either driving or boating while intoxicated. I mean, it goes on. It was interesting, I guess, more so than previous years.
I think, I don't have the numbers to back this up, but we were discussing, this may have been the busiest 4th of July, what I call weekend, when it's on a weekend like this, because it's typically going to be busier, you know.
Yeah.
That I think we've had in the 18 years I've been there. It was non-stop. And then, of course, had the Tracy fire, you know, when the marina caught on fire, that just kind of added.
Exacerbated it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
So to speak.
But yeah, it was really busy. And, of course, it was hot. And hats off to our men and women out there in uniform, bulletproof vest on, and that heat, it was tough. It was tough.
People don't think about that all that you're wearing, it's not like me that's just in this polo shirt and a t-shirt. When you've got your belt on and all your gear and the bulletproof vest, yeah, and it's 100 degrees outside.
And then, of course, you know, you're standing on pavement, you know, whether it be a traffic accident or whatever, you're standing on pavement.
Right.
It's tough. And on that, I will say, you know, we've got wonderful community and people are constantly doing things. I'm going to give a little shout out. Tink Albright. Now, let me tell you, people bring food and cookies and stuff by, and Tink Albright brought something by for our deputies to use. It is a snow cone machine.
Very nice.
She bought a snow cone machine and all the accessories and gave it to the sheriff's office. And let me tell you, you talk about a hit and a help right in this weather. So thank you, Tink. Not only does she sell real estate, she also, has been a huge supporter on the quorum court and just generally in law enforcement. She's constantly doing things to support us. And so thank you, Tink. I can tell you that was a big hit.
Most definitely.
I could imagine.
Did you get all the flavors too?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I don't remember 6, 8, whatever it was. Yeah.
Okay, really so cool. What's your favorite flavor right now?
Well, I'm not a big snow cone person.
So it was a big hit for everybody else.
Everybody, I've just, even as a kid, I don't know. That's just not been something that Now I wouldn't, if I was dying, I guess of heat, I would not that I wouldn't eat it, but just to go get one, I would.
Maybe just the ice.
Yeah. So
no
anyway, it was it certainly was popular.
That's awesome.
And that was very nice of you, Tink. Thank you.
So,
can I come by and get one?
Sure, come on. So
after the show.
There you go. That's what.
But we were talking before we were on the air, the DWI, BWI, scooters, like you said, people you would think would know we are going to be out in force for lots of reasons. But over the years ago, that wasn't uncommon. But the last few years, we really don't have that many. But this weekend, it was busy, and I don't know, hot weather, people being cooped up, finally getting out. I'm not sure, but you just want to go. Think ahead. It's not illegal to drink. It's not. But it is illegal to drink and drive a boat or a car if you're over the limit. So just don't do that. Plan ahead. Get someone else to be the designated driver, be the boat or your car, or make plans. And because I can tell you, it's costly. I don't know what it is, but at the time you go through court and pay your fines, and then you have to have an interlock device in your car, and then you've got maybe attorney fees and insurance fees goes up. I figure it's a minimum of probably $10,000.
Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot.
Easy.
So,
and that stays in your car for at least 6 months. I think
that's correct. Yeah.
Who wants that?
Yeah.
I don't think people intend for that to happen when they get out in the water. They're having a good time. They have one drink. They have two drinks. And it kind of snowballs. And then once they've had those drinks, they're feeling real good. And they get behind the wheel because they're in a boat thinking, I ain't going to hit nothing. It's just all open water. And that's when
and I get that. And that's where, before you go out, just have a plan.
Right.
Have a designated boat driver or a designated car driver and blah, 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 where you can go out and have a good time and not worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the main thing is, and we say this all the time, our goal is we want people to have a good time, but we also want everyone to get home safely. Definitely. And so, again, I would think people would know better.
You know better than that.
and especially that weekend.
Yeah.
Because
there's going to be so many.
It's going to be patrolled. There's more manpower out there. You go out on the lake and you can look around, you'll see the presence that's there.
Well, and there's more people out there too, so you want to be mindful of that. It's not going to be as easy as like when you go on a Tuesday and nobody's out there, and you have that feeling that it's safer because you're the only boat on the water. And when you go out on the 4th of July or any busy weekend, it's not the case. And it becomes very choppy, and you get to getting it across that lake, and you hit a piece of wake that you're not paying attention to and throttle back, can throw you out of the boat, and then you guys are being called to fish you out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are things as busy as they used to be out on the lake during the fireworks? It used to be you could almost walk boat to boat to boat. There was just so many that would get congregated together.
It was. I'm not going to say this was the largest boat crowd, and again, I'm going back to the 18 years I've been there. But it would rank up there. There was a lot of boats, and they came later this year. In other words, typically, there were still a lot of boats in daylight, but this year there was a lot that came in kind of just as it was getting dark. And you could tell, of course, when all the lights go on of the boats. And on that note, we had, I don't know, I'm not sure, 700, 800 boats probably, and on both sides of the bridges, and of course a lot of them are back. And I don't know how many thousands of cars, but there was a ton of cars. And of course the water's high and it's hard to park. But I will give my staff credit. I'm telling you, they've got that down to a science.
Yes, they
as
do.
far as getting
they do.
traffic. We're in the air in the helicopter. We fly beforehand, and of course, the kids love to see it. But it's also to let everybody know we're there. And then afterwards, what we're looking for is two things. Is if someone's driving too fast, because when the show's over, it's dark, lots of people. You need to be cautious, and so we can actually take that spotlight from that helicopter. If we see someone driving too fast, hit it, and I'll say 99% of the time that solves the issue. They slow down and
right,
and so and then we also direct traffic from up there, because you can see what areas need to maybe. Because you got so many intersections that we're manning, and I think it was an hour and 6 minutes. We had all the traffic cleared out, all the highway traffic.
You definitely have it down perfect. I've been going up to the bridge. I didn't make it this year. I was going camping, but just about every year, probably the past 18 years, I've been on that bridge watching the fireworks. And one of the things I was going to say is that one time my car overheated, and I had to pull it back off to the side on the bridge and spilling out coolant and stuff, and they checked on me to make sure I was okay, and went back to the lot and got a car trailer and went back and picked it up. But it's stuff like that you guys need to be there for, that because a lot of people aren't going to help. They're not going to stop. They just want to get around you, and they start honking at you, and like I made my car overheat. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, technically you did, because it was running. But
but
and if we go back again, 18 years ago, and that's been doing long before I was sheriff. We've been doing the fireworks out there, because I remember years ago I used to go watch the fireworks. I guess I still get to, but in a little bit different capacity.
Yeah.
But
an awesome one.
Yeah. It typically, our deputies, they would not finish up till 1:32 in the morning. Well, now we're done by 11:30, and so we're because we can't leave till y'all are
right. Then we're all gone. Yeah. So. Very good. Well, it's 7:32. We talked about fireworks, so we'll take a break, come back, and talk about something else.
Be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, Sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
When was this change? Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. I knew you were coming back.
Yeah, we're putting them under the bus here.
I knew that you knew.
Yeah.
We're visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery here of Baxter County. And when did you update the website?
Oh, it's probably been, I don't know, 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months?
Ago, something like that.
Scooter, go ahead and pull that up. And so it looks a lot cleaner. It looks good.
Speaking of that, look the picture that you see.
Very top.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's I'll tell you an interesting story. We were trying to put a brochure together for our Baxter County Sheriff's Foundation, and we had it put together, but basically, what do you put on the cover? Because you need something that's catchy, and you want people to notice it and catch their eye. And we had been looking and talking, and several of us had. So the 3rd of July, and I don't even know what year this was, there's actually a way to track that back, because that little boy's name's Jack. So so while we were up there, a good friend of ours, Mel Coleman, we were flying, and he sent me that picture. And as soon as I saw that picture, I went,
That's it.
That's it. And I showed the pilot, Benny Magnus, and I said, because we've been talking, and he goes, oh, I think that's perfect. So turn around and send it to my wife, and Karen immediately goes, that's it.
Right.
So that's Mel Coleman's grandson, Jack, and got permission to use that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's there, and it's on the front cover of our Baxter County Sheriff's brochure. But that's actually the 3rd of July. He is standing there on the boat waving, and I don't know how, to me, that's just the perfect shot. You couldn't have staged that.
No, awesome. You couldn't have staged that.
And yes, that's me in the passenger
And I was going to say, it almost looks like you're taking a picture back, kind of.
I could have been. I don't know.
Or maybe binoculars. Do you use binoculars?
We do. We actually, if you ever use binoculars, you have to have stabilizer binoculars. You can't just use regular.
Right, because it's too shaky.
Right.
Yeah.
But typically we don't use those unless we're kind of searching rescue type stuff. Yeah. I could have been taking a picture back. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was it. That was the.
That's very cool. Picture. That's
So anyway, the website's been updated, and some people like the old one better. I think this one's cleaner. But the mobile app was updated at the same time. Now I've not heard anybody that does the mobile apps. Definitely, and of course, if you're listening and you don't have that mobile app on your phone, you should.
You're missing out.
You're missing out. Mm-hmm. So the latest bookings. And I'm not sure why that photo is not available, but click on that latest booking, where it says read more. Yeah. So that's the last person that's been booked in jail. And what's the time it got booked in?
7:20 a.m.
Okay, they're just now in the process. So that picture will pop up shortly.
That's what it is, yeah.
So that'll show who it is, what they got charged with, bond amount, all that stuff was there. Mm-hmm. And then if you just go ahead and scroll, go back button.
Okay.
I'm trying to look over your shoulder. Now hit see all. Right there, yeah. All right, so now that's everyone that's in jail at this moment. So we have 127 in jail. It also shows, their name. It'll show if you just pick somebody there and click the view profile. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that will tell you who the arresting agency was and so on and so forth.
Yeah, Mountain Home Police Department booked 7/4 2022, 3:55 p.m. on kidnapping, aggravated
And then you
assault.
can also look at
Wow.
prior bookings. And that is a big one that I look at, because some of these, 13's not real high compared to a lot of
Now remember,
them.
that's prior bookings in our jail.
No, that's true.
That does not count lots of others. So yeah, look at all the prior bookings and you'll see. And
There's that guy's got 20.
That's crazy. 20 prior bookings. And that frustrates you, doesn't it?
very frustrating. Yeah, you know, because
they get,
and we're looking at the local jail, and I can take that right on up to the state prison.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, there's a I got to make sure I say this politically correct. There is a consulting group that does and has for many years work for the prison system, the Department of Corrections, and basically they come out once a year, kind of giving an analysis of where they're at and where they need to be and some recommendations and so on and so forth. And I rarely agree with their findings.
Okay.
Was that done okay?
That sounded
well
fine.
said. Well
Yeah.
said. Politically correct.
Rarely agree. That's
Rarely agree with their findings. However, they're saying they need 3,500 more beds right now.
really 3,500.
Yeah. That's what a huge problem is. And so people can sit here and say, well, but look how many people are incarcerated. It's hard to go to prison anymore. And the problem, it's a trickle-down effect. Now, we're very fortunate. We had an addition added to our jail, so we are not full. But if you remember back, when I was on here before we built that addition, we'd have 30 or 40 sleeping on the floor. This is not unique to Baxter County. It's all over the state. And so what happens, we got time for me to kind of run that?
Yeah, go right
So what
ahead.
happens is, and just to kind of help the viewers grasp this, so the prison's full, all the beds, we call them beds, the beds are full, okay? So when you go to court, and here in Baxter County, it's only about, 25 or 30% of the people actually go to court, actually go to prison. Now, look at all those prior bookings that you remember, and so only about 25 to 30% of them are going to go to prison. So the judge sentenced you to prison, let's just say 6 years, okay? So you get sent to prison for 6 years. So typically, you're going to leave the courtroom in handcuffs, they're going to bring you to the jail, and we're going to hold you until the Department of Correction calls and says, okay, we got a bed open, bring them down. So how does a bed become open?
They got to release somebody.
They got to release somebody, okay?
And probably early.
And, well, yes, early. So, the jails are, and the sheriff's rightfully so, hey, we're full. We can't hold you got to do something. Well, there are currently about, 1,400 people in county jails right now waiting to go to prison.
Wow.
So you got a 1,400 backlog. They're so full that they're not even, it's hard to even actively go out and try to serve warrants because there's no place to put them, okay? So the problem now, the pressure's back on the Department of Corrections because they're full and there's all these. And the reason only 25 or 30% of the people go to prison? Because there's no room. So the pressure's put back on the court systems and the prosecutors and judges not to send them to prison, which is not the right answer. So then the parole board is forced to release them as quickly as they can. They're just, anything they can do, they're shoving them out. That's if they don't use the Emergency Powers Act. And the Emergency Powers Release Act is if they get to a certain trigger of how many are backed up, they immediately just go grab and release X many people even earlier than they should have been. Okay?
Right, yeah.
So back to our original guy. So by law, they get credit for the time they spend in our jail.
Sure.
That goes against their sentence. So the guy that got 6 years, and he finally does go to prison, probably and most likely, unless he just really does something stupid in prison, he can misbehave. I'm talking about unless he does something real stupid, probably will do 5 months.
Wow.
And gets released. Now, here's the thing that shocks people. So if you get released, so the guy got a 6-year sentence. Now let's just assume that it was his first time down. So he gets a 6-year sentence. He serves probably 5 to 6 months, and he gets released early on parole. And there's rules. You have parole officers. Now we're going to let you out early, but you got to follow these set of rules.
Sure.
So the guy or gal does not follow those rules. Okay.
Most likely.
Okay. So if they don't follow those rules, you would think that they would immediately snatch them up. Oh no, because the prison's so full.
What are they going to do with them?
They're going to do with them. So they've got this chart that they have created, that the legislatures have created because they don't want to spend the money, that says, if you do these things, we're not going to send you back unless you do umpteen. So let's just say that the guy finally does so much, misbehaves so bad, doesn't follow the rules, that they finally pick him up and they're going to send him back. Okay? So where do they put him?
Back in your jail. Yeah.
Awaiting to have a hearing to determine whether or not he needs to go back. So they have the hearing, and just assume for a minute that they do decide to send him back. How long do you think the guy will do now once he goes back?
Probably the same amount.
Oh no. Typically people would say, well, he'll do the rest of the 6 years.
No, he'll do 5 or that's what I was meaning, 5 or 6 months again, or a year.
Oh no, it's 90 days.
90 days.
Yeah.
So there's really no repercussion. They know when they get out.
Slap on the wrist.
They know when they get out. It doesn't matter.
And we get, I will say, I don't know if I'd say the most complaints, but we get a ton of grievances and complaints from the inmates in my jail who are waiting to go to prison, demanding we get them out of my jail and take them to prison.
I know, right? I wonder what that,
Well, because we don't have television, and we don't have iPads, and we don't have face-to-face visits like you get in prison.
Sure. Which is the way it should be. Punishment, right? And not, well, I don't know. It's not a vacation.
So there are 3,500 is what this consulting group says that is needed now.
Jeez.
And they're not doing anything about it. They're asking for it, but nothing's getting passed. Nothing's...
Well, the governor worked with the legislature and they released enough money to build 500 more beds at Calico Rock.
But they still need 3,000.
No, that's...
Or that's before... Okay.
Yeah. So that 500, don't get me wrong, that's great.
But it doesn't solve the issue.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
All right, it's 7:47. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back with Sheriff John Montgomery.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town.
Welcome back to the morning show. We're visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery. And I mean, that's sad news when you're talking about there's no place to put anybody, and they know that. And so they just continue to do what they do, and there's no end in sight. And I was saying during the break, you know, this defund the police movement in other big Democrat cities is compounding the problem because criminals, well, it's a free-for-all. We can just do whatever we want. And so they know they're not going to go to jail. I really don't know.
Well, the problem
what
is,
to do. Yeah.
Let's face it, building a prison, that's not sexy. Nobody wants to do that. Okay, I mean,
a lot of people don't want it in their neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yep.
But you've got, the state had a $1.6 billion surplus.
Right. Yeah. And
so if you're going to do it, just bite the bullet, so to speak, and do it. I mean, it may not be popular, but, and I think, you know, you guys know, I mean, we've got to do what we believe is right, not what's popular. So
exactly.
In this case, when your own consulting group, who is traditionally trying to figure out how to let folks out of prison and not arrest folks and all that, when they're saying that we need that many, then wake up and let's get this done. Because think about it, even if they said today, if the legislature said we're going to devote whatever the number is, $100 million or whatever the number is, and you do that, that doesn't fix the problem, because it's what, 3 years minimum?
Oh yeah.
Minimum, if everything went right, before you could even have them. So you better get in gear now instead of kicking the can down the road, which is what's been happening over and over and over. I know I do go to Little Rock quite a bit, and with the legislature and so on and so forth, and there's a few down there that I know very well, and if I'm down there even on something else, you know, and testifying in front of them about whatever the case may be, they know before I let go of the mic, I always say, before I let go of this mic, we're going to talk about repeat offenders. Because it is I'm sorry, it's a joke.
It's a pandemic of its own, right? Because they know they're not going to get in trouble.
Lieutenant Tim Griffin, I heard him give a speech to the Sheriff's Association back a month or so ago, and he was fired up about the prisons and the parole system, because, and I got good friends on the parole board, so I'm not attacking them as an individual. It's the system. They're forced to.
Yeah, their hand is forced. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's the thing. If they fix the problem and criminals knew that they were going to have to serve their entire term, their entire time, they would probably be less likely to reoffend. But knowing that they get a 6-year stint, they'll be out in 6 months. They're not going to care, and they're just going to continue to do it. So you would think that the legislators, whoever the powers that be, would fix the problem and crime would start to go down, because they'd know that they can't get away with it anymore.
Well, think about this. All right. So, Scooter, which directions did you come in from this morning?
I'm all military, so I come.
Okay, so you come up 201.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you come up 201, and if you absolutely knew, okay, positively, that there was not going to be any law enforcement between your house and this studio, and you knew that for sure, you don't have to answer this, would you speed?
Yeah, I would. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you speed?
For the fear of getting a ticket.
The fear of getting caught.
Fear of getting caught, yeah.
So, the listeners that are listening, I'm being serious. If you come from 62 east, west, north, south, if you knew, the vast majority would speed. You don't because of the fear of getting caught.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, guess what? We're talking about a speeding ticket. What do you think it is with burglaries and thefts and drugs or whatever? When you take away the fear of getting caught, and then you think about it, the fear of what's going to happen. Well, there's not much fear because we are so busy. And I'll quickly give this analogy. Go back even 10 years ago, our patrol officers would spend, and I say half the time answering calls, and the other half just driving around through the neighborhoods and patrolling, right? And we get to do very little patrolling anymore. And you just saw that 100 and whatever it was, 30 some calls that they answered this weekend. And remember, that's not counting going from point A to point B and all of those things that are writing reports and all of those things that go with that. I know we're several months away, but we're going to have a serious talk with the Quorum Court this fall about we're going to need a couple more patrol deputies. I mean, we finally got one 2 years ago, which is the first one we've had in over 25 years.
Wow. 25 years.
This is the first time we've added somebody on patrol, and so we're going to have to talk.
It's due. Yeah.
And so it goes back again with the fear of getting caught, but then once you do get caught, the fear of what's going to happen to you.
Exactly.
You go back when I started 30 some years ago. If you stopped somebody and they were a felon, had been to prison, they would be going, please, 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 I do not want to go back. I mean, that was that fear. Yeah, you don't
not
have
anymore.
Oh, no.
No, and that's why you're seeing these big cities overrun with crime right now, is there's no fear. You got city council members voting to get rid of the police, and so they think, hey, it's a free-for-all. We can do whatever we want. Now, I mean, it's really depressing, this segment has been, but I want to say that we live in a great area. We are not those areas.
No, in fact,
that's not how that works.
Not
here.
only we do not and have never had defund the police here.
No.
In fact, if anything, it's been the other way. And I will give credit to this, Judge Pendergrass and the Quorum Court. The jail's a problem. I mean, it's a pain in the butt, but it's necessary.
It is necessary.
So we have struggled for so many years to try to operate and have enough personnel. Well, once that sales tax passed, we're now able to fund and operate the jail, and so we put a plan in place to try to increase the personnel and some of the equipment and so on and so forth. And so the last piece of the personnel was granted the other night. And again, the Quorum Court is very, saying, hey, we understand. So we finally they granted us 2 more supervisory positions in the jail, which was the final piece. Yep. Even Jail Standards, who did the inspection, wrote, hey, everything looks good, but
you need this.
And so again, it was not, honestly, I've laid out the case at the personnel. And a lot of the people, because the budget meeting was right after, from that committee heard the same presentation. And then the other night, the Quorum Court, I mean, it was, I won't say it's a no-brainer, but again, they understand. And that's one thing I'm so impressed with the Justice of the Peace on the Quorum Court that we've had the last several years, is they are understanding. They want this community, just like you and I do, to be safe and to live here and keep the quality of life we have. Well, safety, and I know I'm in law enforcement, but you think about it, safety is the number one thing.
Yeah.
It's one of the number one reasons why people are moving here and why we're growing.
Exactly. So we're busy and and no question, but we want to keep it a safe place to live and raise a family. And so you think about it, even though we've got issues, and you look at the jail and the number of people and so on and so forth, but if my wife decided to go to the grocery store at 10 o'clock at night, she's going to get in the car and she's going to go.
Feel comfortable doing it. Yeah. So basically you feel pretty comfortable in the position that you're in right now.
We are. We just just don't want to lose it.
Exactly.
And so that's why we've got to be proactive to make sure we stay there. So, again, thank you to the community. Thank you to the Quorum Court. Judge Pendergrass has been a great partner to work with, and so
I'm sure Kevin Liddy will be good too.
He's been on the Quorum Court the last 6 years and has been, he understands.
He gets it.
So
good deal. Any final thoughts? You have about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Actually, it's probably more like 15 now. So I just say again, thank you, everybody. Be safe, be smart. Check on your elderly neighbors, if you will, right now, because the heat is atrocious. Keep our officers, jail staff, everybody in your prayers right now. It's tough on them out there with the heat.
And well said. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.